Hello everyone, we're back from the FanStands with another video. This week, our final video, I believe,
Yeah, for the
regarding the
Premier League.
final video for the Premier League, we're going to be covering the other remaining big clubs that we normally talk about. So let's first talk about Arsenal. Arsenal is going up against West Ham this week at home. Last week they were, they're given an off, and they only had to play midweek against
Portsmouth in the FA Cup, and that helped. I think that was a good excuse to get an off, Hassan, because Manchester City would have been tough at the Etihad. Manchester City won, I think, 3-0 at the Emirates. Yeah, even then Manchester City was struggling, but this time
But at that time, Arsenal was struggling.
Arsenal
a lot
struggling
more.
too. But Hassan, Arsenal did struggle last week because they lost to Olympiacos at home, and right here I said that Arsenal will win, and so to my surprise, to all of our surprise, they lost.
Yeah, actually, it was a surprise to all of us because
All of us.
we all agree on one fact that Arteta coming in has improved Arsenal
Yeah,
a
he
lot.
has. He has. There's no doubt on that. I mean, Saka's doing well under him.
The strike force is
Nketiah is
going.
doing well. The strike force is doing well, and Martinelli is doing well. So they've done well. That defense is doing okayish for me. I mean, I don't blame Arteta for that, but still, they're doing well. This match against so not playing against City had a rest, won against Portsmouth as expected. Playing West Ham, another struggling side, but West Ham did show good performance against Liverpool before when they played at Anfield. But I still think it's going to be a win for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Tottenham are a long due a win or a draw. Actually, Arsenal, they've lost Torreira as well, and
They have lost. They have lost Torreira, but I still think Hassan. I think Arsenal is good enough for West Ham because West Ham is struggling again. Um,
their strikers are going well.
strikers. Antonio is someone who can trouble Arsenal, but you do not know what to expect from that Arsenal defense either. But let's see. I still go for an Arsenal win for this one.
Okay, but I look forward
What's
to a
going to be
draw.
scoreline? I think it's going to be 2-1, 3-1 to Arsenal maybe.
I feel it's going to be a 1-1 or 0-0 draw
Okay,
because
could be.
Arsenal would like to reconsolidate their position because a few yes, they've been doing really well, but day offs can come to back.
Yeah, they can haunt you back, and when you have a rest,
Yeah,
and
you can lose your edge
you
and
lose your edge. But I think it was good because maybe if they had lost to Manchester City, that would have been putting them under more pressure because it's not easy to pick yourself back up after losing a match. But no, it didn't happen. So eventually, they came from a loss in the Europa League. A win against Portsmouth, yes, as like I mentioned, expected. But let's see. I think they probably will pull one over West Ham.
Okay. I think let's move on to Leicester then. Leicester has
Struggling. I mean, I saw that match, Hassan. Not much from Leicester. VAR ruled out an Iheanacho goal. They made a couple of changes for that match. I think Iheanacho played instead of Vardy for that one. Uh, Looked good, but then again, Jamal Lewis has been good for Norwich. He was good against Spurs in the FA Cup as well last night. He scored a very good goal, and 1-0 was enough for Norwich to win at home.
Yeah, but it's although that third position is all but sealed for
All
Leicester,
but sealed, but
alarm bells should be ringing at Leicester because after they start, yes, everybody was saying you guys were saying that they would drop points and everything, but they're dropping points to the lower teams as well, and not performing at the best.
It is concerning because the most of the goals came from Jamie Vardy.
Yes.
And Vardy's not scoring. The other players, Madison
Has a dip in form. The
Ayos
defense
Perez,
has a dip in form.
defense main reason for that one as well. Ayos Perez not scoring as well, and Pereira is one good player. I think he's still working hard on the right hand side, but Chilwell has a dip in form as well.
Chilwell has the most drastic dip in form for the entire team, even more than Vardy, I'd say.
More than Vardy. Vardy, the thing is, he has his moments when you give him the ball, he'll choose his run, he'll score. But that's not happening.
Yeah,
I think maybe figured out as well.
Yeah, the teams have now got the plans right against Vardy finally. So that's the problem, and also that quality from the wings has dipped in form. And Harvey Barnes has been coming in more than.
Yeah, he is coming in. He's a good prospect.
Yes.
Like him this season, he's only going to improve more and more. And Brendan Rodgers is the right manager to do that. But it's not going to be easy to keep hold of your key talent if you do not, play well. Even if you finish in that top four, these players will realize, okay, the conditions do not look favorable for us for the longer term here.
Yeah, they're not, they although they have good backing, but they're not. It's probably not enough to get in good players.
No, I don't think they'll be buying marquee players, but unless there are any surprises in the summer. But what are your predictions? They're playing.
They're playing Aston Villa. They've lost to Aston Villa at the Carabao.
Carabao, old rival coming in. Jack Grealish is going to be playing against Leicester.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Villa played well in that FA Cup.
Villa
not pushovers.
Yeah, Villa recently has been doing really well overall. Although they haven't had good results, but the matches that they've played in have been really good.
They have been good. I mean, given fights, they lost only 2-1 to Manchester City. I mean, not a thrashing like previously Manchester City. I mean, beating them 5-0, 6-0, 1-2-1. Unfortunately, they were close at times. Tyrone Mings came close, and Samatta playing good for Aston Villa since he's joined in. So the thing is, puts some more pressure off Grealish. But Villa again fighting relegation as well.
Yeah.
And they're already worried that one of the captain, the best player Grealish, might be leaving after the season.
It's not a secret, unless he decides to stay on his own.
I don't think so.
I don't think Villa can hold him.
Well, I don't think Villa can hold him, and I have to see if Villa can hold themselves in the league and retain that Premier League status.
Especially if they go down, but I don't think.
Do you see Leicester returning back to winning ways in this match at home? King Power, Aston Villa.
Actually, if you look at the records, King Power, the games that they played at home have been not the best. They've been playing better away than they have been playing at home. So
I still go with the Foxes to win this.
Yeah,
I mean 2-0 for me.
I hope the Foxes win as well, but
2-0 for me, Hassan.
But their goal.
I think it's going to come. I think Vardy's going to break his drought now.
Yeah, break his drought and not concede.
Not concede, but Schmeichel has been very good.
Schmeichel has been very well, but their defense line has been found out a lot. Recently.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe Perez and Iheanacho, more changes from Rodgers, brings in a new player to that. Someone else, maybe. Let's see what he does.
Yeah,
but I still expect Leicester to return back to winning ways.
Yeah. Also now talking about Norwich just it's fresh
Upset.
today's news, and they upset Tottenham in the FA Cup on penalties.
Yeah, expected, Hassan. Even when they met in the league, we thought Norwich can get the best of Tottenham.
Yeah.
No strikers and a lot of questions coming in. Is Mourinho going to stay? Is he still the special one?
Yeah.
Is he the finished one?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that he's finished. His tactics have been found out. The defensive mindset that he brings into teams, it's no longer applicable in world football.
That's not going to be applicable in Spurs. The fans won't accept that. A lot of news coming in, Hassan. But I think tactics not exactly found out because not his type of players. Mourinho has very typical specific players who can play under him his own style of football. Now the problem is I've never seen Mourinho like this. I mean, he always had a Drogba, a Ronaldo, a Benzema, a Milito. Wherever he's played, Lukaku, someone there who's always there. I mean, even if they were injured, he had some options. Kane is not there. Okay, Son was there. Son's gone. Who's going to do all the work up front?
Yeah, in his defense, I'd say that in this match, there were a lot of chances made by Tottenham, and Tim Krul had a brilliant day. He stopped a penalty.
Wrote names of players, penalty takers of Spurs on the board.
If you look at his international record, he's the go-to guy for penalties.
He is
for Holland, and before he got injured, he used to his career had a dip after his injury, but before that, he was a top-class keeper.
He is still a good keeper, decent keeper, and has done well for Norwich. I don't know, Hassan. I don't think Mourinho is finished. I would still give him one more season, but Daniel Levy has to give him some backing.
Yeah.
The question is, what kind of will Spurs fans accept his approach to football? He's a manager. If I remember at Chelsea, halftime 2-0 Chelsea leading, you won't expect him to finish the game 3-1, 3-0, 4-1, 6-0.
Yeah, you'd expect it to stay at 2-0.
It's going to stay at 2-0, and it's going to remain that way. And I think they're going to play who? They're going to play Wolves.
Yeah, they lost to Wolves last week as well, and that killed their fourth position.
That has killed because son, a lot of difference. World is a structured side, a team who regardless whether playing at home or away, they're going to play the same way. They know how to play.
There are a lot of Portuguese.
That is Portuguese and very talented Portuguese. Jota has found his form again.
Mourinho is playing really well.
Mourinho plays well. Ruben Neves is there. Jimenez is good. Then you have Adama Traore, becoming a big player this season for Wolves and potential transfer target for a lot of big clubs.
Definitely.
Expected. We knew Wolves will cause problems for them.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Spurs still manages to score goals somehow.
Yeah.
But I think the defense, where Mourinho is so strong, is also struggling, and he has to replace our back line.
It's an aging back line. That's one of the problems. Plus, they're not as you can say agile. Even if they're not aging, they're not as agile.
They're not agile, and they cannot play the Mourinho way consistently. And age, plays a very big role, because if the other team has quick players, pacey forwards, so they're going to hit you below the belt, and that is where Wolves were strong. They have a good pacey forwards, so that is why they're struggling. Norwich, when it goes to penalties, Hassan, expect anyone to win. Anyone can beat anyone on penalties. That is how cruel they are.
Yeah, but
unfortunately, it was Mourinho again. If I was Mourinho, I couldn't wait for this season to come to an end as quick as possible.
Yeah, but at the end of the game, Eric Dyer, I believe, climbed up the steps.
Yeah, went to fight the fans because his family was there, his brother was there, and had some altercations with the fans. Hassan, as a professional, unacceptable. And what Mourinho said, I'll quote him. He said that as a professional, that is unacceptable. As a human, you would expect that reaction, but see, you're a football player. At the end of the day, yes, you are human, but you will always be there for the wrong reasons. I expect Dyer to get fined. He could have requested security or someone to resolve that matter. Stadiums have the security. Yes, might take them some time to come and reach where the event was taking place in the stands, but I think Dyer shouldn't have gone there, and this is probably going to put him in a lot of trouble with the English FA now.
Yeah, and his chances for the Euro are under suspect as well.
Yeah, suspect. Yeah, so it's not good times at Spurs. I don't see any solution right now, to be honest.
So
short-term solution.
Yeah, they're going away at Burnley this week.
I think Burnley. I don't usually say this. I mean, Mourinho team against Burnley, but I think Burnley are favourites again.
Yeah, Sean Dyche is.
Sean Dyche the Burnley is returning back to the winning ways.
Yeah.
It's going to be both of them like to play defensive, but let's see what happens. I don't know how. Even if they get the goals, I always say how will they get the goals, but they're getting goals somehow. Bergwijn is doing well.
Yes.
Mora not capitalizing too much on his chances.
Yeah,
Lo Celso is playing very good again.
Yeah, but coming from this this big game, the team looked exhausted. That's one of the reasons they did not.
Things are looking good. Fourth spot is almost fading.
Yeah.
The dream is fading. Champions League, you only trail 1-0, but going away to Leipzig, it's going to be a very tough ask now, and just need to somehow see the season through.
Yeah.
I think he still hats off to him for taking this job.
Yeah, and bringing Tottenham back up.
Yeah, he's the man. I think just give him one more season. Give him the players he wants. He can give him a summer period as well, because he's coming midweek. These players were not informed even when Pochettino was there. Pochettino had the luxury of Kane and Son. He's come in at the wrong time, but I feel for Mourinho, and I
And
think
his luck hasn't been with him as well.
luck, yeah, plays a very important role in football. You need luck with hard work, dedication, commitment, and I think that time will come. Good times will be
Yeah,
coming at Spurs, but
I think targeting Mourinho is pretty bad, because
someone
they
has to
just won.
someone has to take the blame, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, Mourinho's the one
yeah,
who has to face the music.
when they won against Manchester City, and everybody was praising Mourinho and everything, but now
That is football, son. That is football, my friend. Liverpool throughout the season, all praises. Then you lose one match, and you see what
all
happens.
hell has broken loose.
All hell has broken loose. From Liverpool fans, and a lot of banters from the rival teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I hope Tottenham in the coming match, although it's really tough for them, but I still feel they're going to pull out result. And
I hope they
you
do.
know,
No disrespect to Sean Dyche, but I really want to see this match.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see.
yeah,
how
they
Mourinho
still
goes.
put in the hard yards for put
They
the
will
pressure.
have to rely on the striker, the young striker. His name is Troy Parrott. So I have to hope he can, use his wings and do something for Spurs now.
Yeah, because if they win, they're still close to that fourth
It's
spot.
close, but it's going to be difficult. They have to face Manchester United, Arsenal, teams like that. So it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, Chelsea has to lose, United has to
Chelsea,
lose, and
United
Wolves
have
has to
to
lose.
Wolves, the Sheffield is there.
Sheffield is matched
Also
on
get
points.
them, and Everton might climb up.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. They're so close. It's not enough points between them.
Yes, definitely. So let's hope for the best for
The best guys.
Tottenham.
So let us know, a lot of Mourinho fans, even anti-Mourinho fans. What is your thought? Is Mourinho finished? Does he still have some magic in him? It's only a matter of time. Personally, I wouldn't like to judge him based on this season. I would give him another season and see where he is going, and where can he take this Tottenham side, this Tottenham team.
Definitely.
Because I think have to be patient. It's a rebuilding process all over again. Pochettino was there for a long time. He left during a crisis. I mean, he was sacked
Yeah.
when Spurs were facing a mid-season crisis, and it did vanish for a couple of matches, but it's coming to haunt them because of injury, something which is not in Mourinho's hands right now. So let's see. I think it's too early to judge, but again, still have a lot of matches to play.
Yeah,
10
they still have 10 matches to play, and they're on 42 points.
So have a Champions League match to play, not looking like easy.
But anything can happen in
anything
football.
can happen. Anything can happen. Maybe one of the players just goes crazy and comes in.
Or RB Leipzig,
high form.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Leipzig. Gets the same treatment which City got at the White Hart Lane Stadium.
Definitely. Maybe.
So
Let's
guys,
hope for the best.
thank you so much. Keep watching and keep subscribing, and post your questions. We love to answer them. So do answer my question about Mourinho. What do you think is going to happen for Spurs and Mourinho? Where do you see the future for him?
Does he still have it in him?
I still think he does have him. He's still the special one, not the finished one. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.